All right, welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm
All
Zach.
right, shut up. This week is divisional round in the NFL playoffs. Here to help us break it down is our NFL special guest, Korey Allen. Creech, how we doing, Creech?
Dang, the middle name drop, but I'm good, man. Always honored to be on the pod.
Thanks for joining, Creech. Thanks for joining. I like that Eagles fan flag in the background, man. What's going on with them over there, huh?
Oh man, it's a big dumpster fire, very similar to Pittsburgh. So just Pennsylvania's in the
Hey, at
same
least we
spot
made the
here.
playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you gave the Browns their first win in 21 years. That's
We got
good.
a coach, too, at least.
That is true. Dougie P,
Getting
man.
Philly to Pittsburgh, quite a reach for the 2020 season, I must say.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Doug Peterson, dude. The Eagles are a mess. I don't know if you all saw what came out, but he basically said he was tired of telling people telling him what to do, so he's out. I think he didn't even want to be there. Ownership wanted to keep him, but it is what it is. It's a new era of Eagles football.
Do you think the Week 17 Jalen Hurts, Nate Sudfeld situation had anything to do with Peterson? Because a lot of people claim that this wasn't Peterson's call. This call came from ownership.
Yeah, I don't know if it has anything to do with the firing, just because it's got to deal with ownership. I think the fans and the locker room itself, I think it took a hit. So I think it just kind of gave them firepower. Dude, Howie Roseman should be the one that gets fired, but I love Doug. Got us our first Super Bowl. Got to say thanks to Doug, but I don't know, man. I'm excited. The thought of a new offensive mind, maybe kind of innovation, maybe get Carson back to going, but we'll see what's going on, man.
Who do you think they're going to get to coach, man? Who's on your short list for coaches?
It gets interesting, Troy. There is a rumor going around that Lincoln Riley might be on his way to Philly with his boy Jalen
Oh.
Hurts, possibly, and Lane Johnson, a lot of Oklahoma guys. But I'll tell you, it's false. And I'll tell you who's going to be the coach. It's going to be either Joe Brady or Eric Bieniemy. And I'm excited about that. I don't know if we'll get Eric Bieniemy, but I think Joe Brady is somebody that a lot of people don't want to take risk on, and it's a good young guy to pair and get Carson back on track.
You think they're going to get Carson back on track, man? You think that's their ultimate goal?
It's got to be, man. That it's so much dead money on the cap. Jeffrey Lurie. I tell you what. Did you see what Troy Aikman said?
No, I missed it. What did he
No.
say?
Troy Aikman said that the reason the split was because Doug wanted Jalen and Jeffrey said he wanted Carson. That's the
Wow.
rumor going around.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that holds true. You know the corporate world, Troy. You give someone a lot of money like that, you shell out the investment. Kind of got to make it work.
I don't know. Maybe sometimes you just got to cut your losses, man, and go with the new young guy, Jalen Hurts. Carson's already been hurt a couple times. I don't think they ever should have got rid of Nick Foles, in my opinion. He won that Super Bowl for Philly, man. He should have been Philly's son. They should have put a Nick Foles statue outside, right next to the Rocky statue, in my opinion. But, I mean, or neither here nor there. I think Carson's a little overrated.
Carson was horrible this year.
He
He
was.
stinks. His 2020 film is awful.
Listen. Okay, well, you look back at 2017, you look back at 2018. I think that's why Doug ultimately got fired. The regression was there, and you kind of blame that on coaching, man. You got somebody that's proven talent, and then you see that massive regression. I don't know. I think Carson still has it in him. It might be some bias, some emotions left from the 2017 run, but we'll see,
Do you
man.
think Carson has a MVP, NFL Comeback Player of the Year season with the Indianapolis Colts in 2021? Do you see that happening, Corey?
I I do. I just don't know what the value is. It'll be interesting. I think if you hire somebody like Lincoln Riley, it signifies that we're going to trade Carson. Um, if you go another route with a veteran, head coach, you're probably going to try and get it out of Carson. But I don't know, man. The rumor is about Deshaun Watson heading over to the 49ers. Deshaun Watson? I'd rather have Deshaun Watson. If I'm going to shell out draft capital, I'd rather have Deshaun Watson over Carson. Look,
I don't know. I don't think Watson's going anywhere, man. Why would you get rid of him? He's a good young player. You need quarterbacks like him
Wow.
don't come along often.
I would keep him for sure.
You guys haven't seen the rumors about Deshaun Watson?
I've seen the rumors, but I think they're malarkey.
Mm. Yeah, we'll see, man. You could get a load for him. And if I'm the 49ers, dude, what's 3 or 4 first round picks if I can solidify and get rid of Jimmy G? Gives me an actual shot.
Yeah, but who the Texans gonna put a quarterback? Who's their backup even?
Who cares about the Texans, dude? They're a dumpster fire, man. Nobody wants to be there.
Texans care about the
The
Texans.
Texans were good.
I mean,
man.
I know the Texans care about the Texans, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, I just the defense is garbage. The owner is garbage. I mean, if I'm Deshaun Watson, I force my way out of there. He's got all the leverage in the world.
Hey, this isn't the NBA, bro. Chill out,
I say we bring him to Pittsburgh.
It's not James Harden,
Look, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm making that call. I'm making that call.
We'll give him Big Ben, dude. Big Ben for Deshaun, straight up.
Oh, man.
There's some other big NFL coaching news with Urban Meyer making his way to the NFL game. What do you guys think about that? Starting with you, Zach.
I think he's going to start a dynasty at the Jaguars, man. They're going to draft either Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields first pick, and I think Urban Meyer, man, one of the best coaches of all time. I think he's gonna build a program there. He knows how to do it. He's gonna take a young, talented QB and build around them.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and clock out for me, bro.
Yeah.
Get the heck out of here. Urban Meyer, man.
You'll see. Jacksonville, hot take, 10-win team next year.
In the XFL.
The fan controlled.
Promoted.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see them moving to London. I really could. Maybe you'll have a team over there.
Why would you move them, man? Jacksonville's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
They got great weather down there.
That'd be cool if they come to London.
I mean, dude, I think if the COVID thing dies down, I think that's always been on the books. But look, dude, Jacksonville, yikes. I mean, I don't know. I think Urban Meyer's a mistake. I do think that they do have some interest in Justin Fields. They didn't commit to Trevor Lawrence today, which I thought was interesting.
I personally would take Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence.
Really? The national championship game scared you away that much?
No, I'm saying I would take the semifinal. Well, I don't know. I think the NFL is going more in a direction of a Justin Fields type quarterback. A little faster, a little zone read option type of guy. You're seeing that a lot these days, and it works in some success.
It makes sense in the Urban Meyer offense.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense in the Urban Meyer offense, but I don't know.
Maybe there's Trevor Lawrence is born to be number one.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a bust, man.
Come on.
Wow. Who would you compare him to?
Ryan Leaf.
Get the heck out of here.
So much disrespect.
Oh, my goodness. Troy's bringing the hot takes.
Hot takes only today.
Wow. In other news, we have Robert Saleh, the Niners defensive coordinator, being hired as the Jets Jets head coach. Shout out George Webster, big Jets fan.
Hope you're listening out there, George.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. See if you can turn around these Jets in New Jersey. What do you guys think about that hire?
Preach, I don't know, man. What are your thoughts? I don't have many hot takes on this one, honestly. I feel like the Jets are still going to be pretty crappy.
Troy is cooling off.
For the last 2 years, I've said Robert Saleh is probably the best head coach candidate that'll be around. So I really like Robert. And from a team that has like no identity and has absolutely been hot garbage, it's good. It's good. He's bringing the offensive coordinator from the 49ers, the passing game coordinator. So we'll see. I don't think they got a lot of help on offense for Sam. So maybe they do believe in him, but maybe they believe in somebody else taking him at number 2. But We'll see. I think Robert's going to be great. I think the Jets could be a 10-win team.
The Jets?
What?
Yeah, listen.
What?
It depends on what they do at the quarterback spot. They've got some young guys on the offensive line. I love Mekhi Becton. That defense is young. Robert Salem has proven that he can take any kind of personnel on the defensive side and flip it around. Look, man, that AFC East is still unknown. We'll see with Josh Allen. I do believe in him, but we'll see. They're gonna lose their offensive coordinator. That's been huge for Josh. So the Dolphins, who knows? I don't know if I believe in Tua.
I don't know, man. I bet the Jets lost Avery Williamson to a trade with the Steelers this year, and I don't know. The Bills are going to be dominating that division for a while, I think. Jets got to play them twice a year. There's 2 losses.
Don't count out Bill.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I believe in Douglas. I believe in Robert, so the GM over there. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But just keep a lookout for the Jets. We'll see what they
I
do.
don't know, man. I think the Giants are the much better of the 2 teams in New York. Let me tell you that.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the Giants almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
What?
In the worst, but they are in the worst division in the NFL. So
Yeah, I mean, let's take it easy on the Giants, man. They've got some.
Dude, if the Eagles had won, Giants could be playing this weekend.
Oh, they probably would have lost last weekend. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do more than win, 4 or 5 games. So you can't really blame somebody. And we want to move up in the draft, dude. We need a better draft pick. So screw all the Giants fans, man. And their stupid playoff hopes.
That's going to be a rowdy game next year, let me tell you.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
If you guys pick a bust, like, it's going to be remembered. Because you lost the game, on purpose to move up, like 3 or 4 spots. Like, if this guy is a bust, it's going to weigh on him more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% true. But I mean, just strict value from picking 10 or picking at 6 it's an extra first round pick in value wise. So
who are the Eagles going to take, Creech? Who are they going to take with that pick?
This is an early prediction here.
Yeah, it's early prediction. Listen, it's one of those things that you don't go quarterback unless somebody absolutely fell to you that you love. I would hate to see a quarterback at 6 just because of what we've done already.
No, you guys don't need a quarterback, man.
Yeah, listen, I dream about Jamar Chase. He would look beautiful in an Eagles jersey. I mean, but I don't.
We don't want to know about your dreams, Creech.
Yeah, well, maybe next year.
This is what you guys need right here. O-line.
O-lineman, huh?
A big boy.
You're one of those Bama boys, huh?
Listen, the Bama line looks good. I'd take anybody on there.
That's some big boys.
We do need O-line. But you can get that later in the draft, dude. You can't get a superstar wide receiver, which we desperately need.
Devontae Smith, huh?
I'd rather, I've toiled with Smith and Chase, but either or. But I know we won't draft him. We'll draft somebody else. That's completely garbage. I'm fully prepared for that.
No faith. Yeah, that's the true Philadelphia fan fashion.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get your snowballs out.
At least we can find maybe Juju on a discounted rate.
You can have him.
Yeah, nobody wants him.
Have fun making TikToks.
Corvette.
Philly will have none of that shit, man. They'll be throwing snowballs at him and fucking ice picks and
we gotta get the fans back in. We gotta get the fans back in.
Well, why don't we sashay forward to our predictions from last week? Troy, you were 2-4 in your predictions. What killed you was obviously your hometown team let you down. And you went with the Titans.
That was a close game. I stand by that pick. The Titans almost beat them, man.
Yeah.
And you went with the Washington football team.
I was looking for an upset.
As you went 2-4, Korey, Creech, and I went a significantly better margin at 3-3. So Take everything we say with a grain of salt.
No. We're going undefeated this week. At least I am. I don't know about you guys, but we're going undefeated this week, and I got some hot takes.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah, so let's bring it back to you, Troy, with your hot takes. Give us
First hot take.
what's
We got
your
the
thoughts
first.
on the Steelers' opening play of the football game?
The first thing that thought to my head, my boy Pouncey. I think he had some money on the Browns, man. He's been shady for a long time. He's closely, big close friends with Aaron Hernandez. So I don't know if I trust the guy. You know, he's from Florida, Florida Gator. You can't trust anybody from that
Yeah,
college. Let me
that
tell
was a
you.
shady group.
I don't know. Maybe what it really comes down to is the week off wasn't worth it. Ben and Pouncey both had a week off. They played horribly. Both Pro Bowl type players off their game. So it was disrespectful to watch. And I don't know. I think Ben's done. I think if I'm a Steelers, GM, I think you got to trade. You got to draft a quarterback in this draft. I think that if I was Steelers, that's Ben's last game in the 7 uniform, man.
Man, that is gosh, who do you think comes in there at quarterback though, Troy? Who do you want? I guess ideally, who would you want?
In the draft, I don't know, because obviously, the two big names aren't going to fall to us. I saw I've been reading some mock drafts. I mean, Notre Dame quarterback in the 7th round, but I don't think he's anything special. I don't know. I think what. If my honest opinion, I think we're going to ride Mason for like 2 or 3 years and have a shitty time like we used to do with Tommy Maddox, Tommy Gun. Until we draft the next Big Ben. You want my honest opinion? I think the Steelers are an 8-8 team the next like 3 or 4 years with Mason Rudolph at the helm.
You think Mason Rudolph can win 8 games?
Yeah, I think he win 8 games. He's got a pretty decent deep ball, man. He played pretty good against the Browns. I mean, I think he's got it to beat 8 subpar NFL teams.
Well, you know who a quarterback that has been compared to Big Ben all of his career will be available this offseason?
Who's that?
It's your boy Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. I don't know if he's much of a
very similar to Big Ben.
I don't know. I think the Steelers, the way their mindset is, I think they like to draft a guy and kind of move him up from college rather than have someone who's already in the NFL who's been in a system. So my thought is they draft either someone this year, next season, because Ben's got 1 more year in his contract. So I think he's going to play 1 more year, unless he just falls apart because he literally can't even jog on the field. I don't know if you guys watch him jog on the field, but it looks like an old man trying to get out there.
1 more year of Ben?
Yeah, he's got 1 more year in his contract, no. Man. I'm sure he's going to try to play.
That's going to be a disaster.
Yeah. A hot take again. He tears his ACL first play of the game next year.
I need some water for that take. Boy, that is. Big Ben is old, and he sucks. And Steelers, welcome to mediocrity.
Yeah, man.
Here's your ticket to hell.
Anyways, Chad, we got the Pack coming up with the kickoff game of this weekend, 4:30 on Saturday against the Rams. How you feeling?
Boy, Rams, watched them last week. Some good, some bad. Cam Akers, good. Rams O-line, good. Rams passing game, pretty bad. Defense pretty solid for obviously Aaron Donald.
Pittsburgh native.
What's his name? Yeah, I think you mentioned that. What's his name? Malcolm Floyd, I think. Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
The speedy pass rusher. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
He used to play for the Bears. Then got good on the Rams. I don't get it. Defense is good. But I think the Packers honestly match up pretty well with their defense because the Packers O-line has played really well this year. And, obviously the strength of the Rams is pass rushing. So I think the Packers get it done. If they can stop the run and stop Cam Akers and the whole game plan is make Goff beat us, I think we'll win, especially in Green Bay.
Yeah, I would say that's a win for the Packers, but a closer win than you might think. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. What do you think, Creech?
So the spreads right now is sitting at 6.5. I think the matchup though that I'm so much looking forward to is Devontae Adams versus Jalen Ramsey, um, which is going to be. I mean, that's elite, dude. I mean, that's probably the best wide receiver this year. I would argue against the best corner. So I look at the Rams defense, the weaknesses in the linebackers. I think it's a big game for Aaron Jones. So, but again, I think the Rams cover. So I'm sorry, Chow. I think it'll be a low scoring game. Unfortunately, I really
What
do.
was the spread?
The spread's at
Remind me.
6.5, so it's a touchdown game. If you think the
Okay.
Packers will win by a touchdown, what do you
I
think?
think they do, but I'm a
Mhm.
Packers fan, so
I take the Rams on that too, Creech. I'm with you, man. You're a
Yeah,
betting
I think
man.
the Packers will win, but I'll take the plus 6.5.
Absolutely.
I'll roll with that. No hesitation.
did you
Next,
guys bet? Did you bet at all last week, Creech? Oops, sorry, I'm
Oh
dropping
yeah,
things.
yeah. Let me give a shout out to the Seahawks O line and Ryan Tannehill for being hot garbage and literally being the difference between a $1,500 payout. So look, I was on the nail with everything. I told you after the podcast, I placed my bets and I went Bills, but I took the Colts plus 6.5 because I believed in Frank Wright. I thought it was going to be a closer game. I took the Browns plus 6. Told you that. The Titans screwed me, but whatever. The Bears, Trubisky. Yeah, I flipped that bet. Thanks, Chow. I really did. I was like, Bears plus 10. Man, I don't think so. But yeah,
Wasn't the final score 11 because of the touchdown at the end? Because they
it's
scored with
21-9.
literally yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So it was 12.
yeah. Thank God, Chow. Appreciate that. But yeah,
That was a great moment, by the way. Jimmy Graham makes this amazing one-handed catch with 0 time left. They're losing. Doesn't matter. Amazing one-hand Odell Beckham-like catch, and then just leaves the field. Probably for the last time ever.
that was pretty sick, honestly. That was one of the best
Yeah,
catches I've seen in the past 5 years.
yeah,
to
he's a
think he
freak,
ended
man.
his career playing with Mitchell Trubisky.
That's
So sorry
sad.
for the guy.
Because the Packers let him go.
Well,
Bye-bye, old man.
good move, brother.
Yeah, he wants a lot of money.
Why don't we talk about the Saints? We'll go to the Saints and Bucks game, boys. What do you
Saint
think?
Bucks Sunday night, 6:40 Eastern Standard Time. I mean, I would love nothing more for just to Breeze to put up like 50 on Brady, Um, but that's not going to happen. It's going to be a close game. What do you got the spread on this one, Creech?
They got the Saints favored, -3.
That's
Well, it's
close.
in New Orleans.
Yeah,
It is in New Orleans. They
I
say
don't
they
know,
give the
man.
home team 3, so it's
The
breaking
the
even.
Buccaneers are looking pretty good. AB's actually playing well.
All right,
If I'm
Yeah,
really betting on this game, I'm taking the Bucks to cover that spread and win.
I'm right there with you, Troy. I got the Bucks +3.
Yeah, that messes up my Super Bowl prediction of Saints. But I don't know. The way I saw last week, the Buccaneers play, man, I think I'd take them.
yeah. Personally, I've watched a lot of Bucks football this year because one of my buddies is a Bucks fan, and when they play, they're scary. They just they sleepwalk a little bit at times, but they have crazy talent. As a Packers fan, I'm very scared of the Buccaneers. So I think they get the win in New Orleans.
I'll tell you what, Bruce Arians is a great head coach too, man. He knows how to call an offense. He used to be the Steelers offensive coordinator. Um, he's been working well with Brady. It seems like
So just so we're all clear, then we're all taking the Brady and the Bucks in this one.
Brady
Yes,
and the
sir.
Bucks across the board, man. I hope Breeze
Alrighty.
proves me wrong. Breeze, if you're out there listening, prove me wrong, man.
Definitely
What do you mean
looking
if?
for
Of course he's listening.
We'll get him on after the game for a post game podcast.
And interrupt him. All right, shut up.
Let's talk about those brownies, huh? Let's just put some salt in the wound of Troy, huh? Let's do that. We got Chiefs, we got Browns. Spread is large. They got the Chiefs -10. What you say,
I,
Troy?
Ooh.
taking the Chiefs all the way through on that one, man. The Browns beating the Steelers is that's not that big of a feat, to be honest with you. The Browns are a good team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be like Juju out here just saying they're the Browns. They're a solid team. They got a crazy run game. Baker Mayfield's pretty decent. Their defense is hot. They got a good pass rush. But the Chiefs, man, they're the best team in the NFL right now, in my opinion. I don't think they slow down anything for the Browns. I think their offense, their pass game's a little too high power for the Browns secondary. So I think the Chiefs handle them and cover the spread on that one.
10 points is a big spread, though.
It is.
Anytime I see 10 points, I'm kind of like, it's the NFL. It's close games,
That's true.
But I'll take the Chiefs.
Are you taking the spread, Joe? You telling the Browns to cover, Chiefs win?
Yeah, Chiefs are too good. I don't take the spread.
Look, I'll tell you boys again, just like I said last week, I tried to give Troy a heads up. The Browns plus 10, I'll take the plus 10. They got momentum. They got chemistry. If they can keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, play ball control, Kareem Hunt going back to Kansas City, he's a little bit motivated. He's a great third down back. That O-line is strong. I love Jarvis Landry. If they paper cut him to death and they can keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, I think they can cover the 10. Now, that Browns defense is the pass rush has got to be there. Myles Garrett's got to have a big game. But that secondary is garbage. I don't want to hear about Ward either and getting those starters back. They're very average corners. They got too many weapons on Kansas City's side. But, yeah, I'll take the Browns to cover, man. I'll separate myself from you guys.
Flaming hot take, Browns cover.
Look, man, it's all got to do with energy, momentum, chemistry. I just think the Browns have a little bit of it right now.
Do you guys ever watch the Browns and you think, like, if this was a movie and Ben Stiller was playing quarterback, like, that's what Baker Mayfield looks like?
Every time I see him, that's what I think.
I'll tell you one thing. I won't be able to unsee that now.
You're welcome.
Doing like the Zoolander pose out there.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a night at the museum, but it's like a night in the Hall of Fame or something like that, and you're playing QB for the Browns,
I think you're watching too many progressive commercials, man.
Maybe.
All right, final game on the docket: Ravens-Bills, 8:15 Saturday Night Lights, baby. Who you guys taking?
I'll tell you the spread. Oh,
Jackson.
You're taking Lamar Jackson over the Bills.
Did you guys see his interview?
It was hilarious.
A reporter named Mike Jones asked him a question. And he said, "Who?" And he started laughing. It was great. I mean, that's what you want, a casual guy. By the way, my prediction was almost correct. You guys laughed. You said, "No way Lamar gets 300 yards. No way the Ravens get the win." I predicted 300 passing yards, 150 rushing yards. Ravens win. He had almost 200 yards passing and almost 150 yards rushing. So I was almost right.
Oh yeah, there's 100 yards off, man. It's so close.
Listen, man. So I'll tell you the spread. They do have the Bills favored. It is 2.5 points. I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the minus 2.5. I just
you must have to. How do they win without 2.5 point difference?
Yeah, well, and you can crazy things. Yeah, I just think that the Bills defense is a totally different story than Tennessee Titans defense. So, and I will say, I think the person to watch there on Buffalo is Milano, the linebacker. If he can eliminate some of the read option and kind of take that and turn Lamar one-dimensional, they've got the shot. But it'll be a good game, man. It definitely will be close, but I got the Bills, man. And look, man, they're playing at Buffalo, man. I'm just saying. What do you think, Troy?
They got Buffalo is they're allowing fans, I think, for this game, if I have that info correct. But I'm taking the Bills also in this one, man. They've been looking high-powered these past 4 or 5 weeks here. I think they're one of the most dynamic teams in the NFL, and like you said, their defense is tough. I don't think Lamar's going to run his way through that one. So I got Bills by 6.
Wow. Wow. All right. I like that.
I think Lamar is going to run wild again. Come on, you can't contain this guy. If he hits a couple passes,
Why do you like Lamar so much? Just because he's like fast?
yes, he's so much fun to watch, dude. At any moment, he can score a touchdown.
That's
He's the
true.
ideal quarterback for the Chow NCAA offense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is fun to watch. I'll give him that. He's very fun to watch.
yeah, big Lamar fan. Yeah, I think he wins another game. I think it was a huge win. I mean, you guys doubted Lamar last week.
It was still a close game.
He didn't have
It's not like
200
it's a
yards passing.
blowout.
No, he didn't. And he threw a terrible interception.
Yeah, he's
But
inconsistent, man.
he also scored a 50-yard touchdown. That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Inconsistent, exactly. And I'll tell you what, I think Josh Allen is one of the best QBs in the league, man. Right now,
Wow.
top
He is
top
really
5
good.
this
Yeah.
season for sure.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
a little bit of running game in him too. You wouldn't expect it. He looks like this, big fumbly QB. He'll get out there and turn the Jets on.
He ran the ball a lot against the Colts.
Yeah.
Well, weather's
Even,
going
like,
to play a
9
big
runs.
part in that game. It's supposed to snow. I don't know how much, so we'll see. It could play into
Oh,
Lamar's hand. I mean,
oh,
Cold
actually,
in Buffalo.
does that help Lamar?
I think
don't
that
know.
hurts Lamar. A little
He's kind
slippy,
of a herky,
little
jerky
slippy
guy.
out there. He might, he might roll an ankle. We all know
Oh
what that's like.
man, not feeling good about that if it snows.
Oh, too bad. You're already locked in.
I got you.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess that brings us to the flaming hot takes segment. Troy, you've been on fire, dude. I mean, call your roommate. The smoke alarm's going off. What else you got for us today?
Oh, flaming hot takes. You want a hot take here, Chow?
I do.
I predict the Buccaneers Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It's my new prediction. And after that, I declare the NFL as 100% fixed. Because all they want to see is Brady versus Mahomes, man. And here's another hot take for you. Brady wins it over Mahomes. A little comeback story. Brady takes it over, and he retires with another Super Bowl. There's your hot take for the day.
I hate that.
I don't like it either. I'm just here to give out the hot takes, man. I don't know what they're going to be. They just come.
It's like a sour hot take.
That's a tough one to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Preach, what do you got for us, man? You're always you're a little too rational for a hot take. Let's hear something outlandish.
Yeah.
It's not really outlandish. I will say the game I want to watch the most this weekend, it's got to be Packers Rams. And we all know an Aaron is going to be important in that game, and I don't think it's quarterback. I don't think it's defensive tackle. I think it's Aaron Jones, man. He's going to shine this weekend. I really think he has a huge game, and if he doesn't, Packs go down, man, in Lambeau.
I would love to see that, man.
Me too.
Like, why would you love to see that?
Aaron Jones go off.
I was talking about the Packers going down.
I know you were. You're just an angry guy because your team lost. And that's okay. Better luck next year.
Yeah.
Nah, I would think old Ben.
I do think Aaron Rodgers struggles, though. I will say that.
Interesting. Interesting take. Funny because he has not struggled this season.
The defense is better than what you think. It deserves more credit.
He did struggle against the Buccaneers. Yeah.
Aaron Donald, man. If Aaron Donald goes off, Rodgers gets banged up a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah. Packers did, like I said, the O-line has played well, so we'll see. I guess my hot take. I'm not going to double dip on Lamar. You guys know I leave Lamar as it is. Although I will say, Creech, you alluded to Matt Milano versus Lamar Jackson. I'll take Lamar Jackson in that matchup. Okay, so my hot take is, you guys ready?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right. Here we go. Tampa Bay is driving. 2 minutes left to win the game. Brady throws an interception to lose.
Wow. Sad
Dang.
Brady comes out.
Ding dong ding, the king is dead.
I like your hot take a lot better than mine, Chad. Let me tell you.
I'm thinking positively over here.
I think the NFL's fixed now. I've decided.
All right. We want to thank our guest, Alex Jones. Well, any last words, Creech?
No, I will. I'll give you guys a shout out, man. The impeachment pod was really good. Shout out to Ned too.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate that. We're very multiversity here. We do politics and NFL, and that's it.
I love it.
We're growing as a pod, and it's because of guests like you.
That's true, Korey. We appreciate your time, man. You're very insightful. And for our listeners, we had a little conversation before the pod. Creech is telling us about these UFOs and aliens, so we might have to do a special edition alien episode with Korey. He's also, he's got more than just NFL.
You know, if we hear some positive feedback, what we could do is we all watch this documentary that Korey recommended.
Absolutely.
We do like a review, what we thought, highlights, lowlights from it.
I like that.
I like that.
Maybe we'll save that for, after NFL. But
yeah, check it. Come at us in March when we got nothing else to talk about.
We'll see how the fan-controlled league is.
All right, shut up.
Hey, we are done. Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of All Right, Shut Up. Make sure to go ahead and leave us a review. Help us grow the podcast.
All right, shut up. Catch us next week on all your favorite podcast sites.